Howdy-yo.
Hey, we cleared out the quarry. Yay! Now we enjoy the spoils of victory, including some gigantic omelets. Yep. Secret thing? What kind of secret thing? I think there's a light machine gun and a fat boy in there.
Not to mention the cons.
That we already talked to them, right? I assume. Seeing as when we loaded in, you were hanging out with them.
Well, I was just saying, I'm trying to remember all the secret things in the quarry for you. No, what happened was that the female Deathclaw decided to take up residence.
There is the cave where you found the eggs, right? Yeah, it's not a separate location or anything that you load into, but there is some there are goodies around it. Yeah, we can just take this conveyor belt down. So we can take this conveyor. God damn it. Don't. Damn it. There it is. Oh, we really need to see what this looks like in third person. How do legs work?
What are legs? Legs are for the weak.
There we go. It'd be fun if being in third person actually helped. I don't think you can get inside these buildings. Now you can. Yeah.
Huh?
Don't worry, there's probably one Deathclaw that you missed, and it is hiding directly in the last place that you would look. The last
Watch it
place.
be a mini Deathclaw that just decided to fall asleep in the lake.
The last place you will ever look.
Wait, is that it?
What the heck? What is that?
I think that's a Deathclaw.
Uh,
No, wait, that's Rex. Never mind.
oh, okay. Well,
it's stuck.
Well, good luck with that, Rex. No wonder the king thinks he needs a new brain.
You've been scotched. I still think you need to put it as like a quick key just so you can select it, because you sober up so quick sometimes.
So yeah, did you search the pond? Yeah, right here. I believe there is a fat man in there.
Nope. Oh no, there it is. Lilies are
She's right there.
She's literally in the water.
She was there all along. She's a knight. She's a knight.
Nightkin.
Nightkin. Yeah. You notice it did not come with any fat boys to actually shoot out of it. So.
Which ironically still won't kill the Deathclaw mother.
No. Not a regular. A regular mini nuke will not. I'm pretty sure that a couple of the Gunrunner Arsenal mini nukes will do the job, especially the Merv, which is. I mean,
the Merv is not a normal nuke, okay?
If you don't use it carefully, they might as well have just called it the suicide button.
Hey, look, a gun.
Right, that's the light machine gun right there.
Oh my god. That describes a lot of. That sounds familiar, but there was a lot of games that had. That sounds like a Banjo-Kazooie game.
You know, Banjo-Kazooie was originally going to be some. It was basically, from what I understand, the idea was it was like you just play with some guy who has like a robot backpack.
No.
And Rare was like, "Oh, well, this is boring. Let's make it more interesting. What if there was a bear and they had a backpack with a bird in it?"
Well, he wanted. I actually know the artist who designed the majority of the Banjo-Kazooie characters, including his personal favorite, Mumbo.
Ikumbokum.
He's actually a British artist, and he is amazing. Jeez, they do not die normally. Even dead, they look threatening.
So, who would win in a fight between Mumbo Jumbo and the Voodoo Mask guy from Crash Bandicoot?
Mumbo Jumbo unfortunately gave up his ways of mumboing when he married his wife.
Yeah,
Aku,
Aku.
Aku. See, or Mumbo Jumbo
Mumbo is the one who does Ikumbokum.
All right, you were saying, Kaze?
Well, you should go back to Sloan and bask in the everyone being like, "Wow, you're pretty cool. You killed the hell out of those death claws."
Oh, did you medicate the mole rat? Now medicate the mole rat. The poor little mole rat. Free experience and happy days.
Kind of surprising you don't get good karma for that.
Because it's part level. Maybe.
No. Hey,
Maybe Snuffles isn't really a mole rat. Maybe it's just a mole rat in disguise.
Yeah, he's a mole rat disguised as a mole rat.
Exactly. But yeah, in terms of combat, I believe Aku Aku would win because his powers aren't just transmogrification. which is all Mumbo Jumbo can ever do.
He could turn himself, or
No, he can't. That was actually brought up in Banjo-Kazooie 1. He can't use magic on himself.
Well, he could just turn Aku Aku into like a toilet paper or something relatively non-threatening.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess. Honestly, his wife Mamba Jumba is better. Oh snap! Oh my god.
Well, no accounting for taste, I guess. Anyway,
You deserve
I've got
that.
this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching.
Oh, you need to go find a Deathclaw egg if you don't have one.
I just happen to have a Deathclaw egg with me. How about that?
I can't believe
I
you
stuffed them
actually
down the
got
front of
one.
my shirt as
You
a
leave it to
juvenile
the rest
gag.
Then talk to me again.
But yeah, no. If you were to get Mumbo Jumbo's wife
This is
to fight
incredibly
Aku
good.
Aku, I'd say she would win. Because Mumbo Jumba, which by the way, terrible, terrible names.
But wasn't it Humba Wumba?
Or no, it is Humbawamba. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, because she's a Indian.
No, she's not. She only looks like that.
Close enough.
Also, ironically, the only human in the entire Banjo-Kazooie franchise.
Well, you might want to hang on to one.
Yeah, you never know when you'll need a hand. Hands up.
Thanks.
This is a stick up.
Born and raised. The Raiders are mostly gone now, and it's easy.
Yeah, Jas is a reference to a NPC from Fallout 2.
Oh, I'm not. I'm making my way to New
Who was
I'll get there
a
eventually.
senile old man whose wife cooked the
know.
Wasteland's best
least-
omelets because she kept a Deathclaw as a chicken.
Hey, never doubt the determination of a person in food.
But yeah, the player shoots her Deathclaw chicken.
Why?
Because it's a Deathclaw.
So?
That's look. Okay, look in Fallout 1 and 2. You just there are a lot of things that you just killed because they were there. Okay. You know, dogs, cat. Well, there's no cats, but dogs, children. In the American version, yes. In the European version, they were like, that's too violent, so they took the child characters out of the game, which actually broke certain quests.
I really need to play through 1 and 2.
But yeah, in Fallout 2, there's an NCR senator who you can get hired to assassinate, and one of the ways to kill him is to basically okay. So he has an annoying kid who keeps running in and out of his house. So you can basically take a stick of dynamite, pickpocket it into the kid's pants, and then send him in to go talk to his dad. But yeah,
That's so evil.
well, yeah, when you earned bad karma in Fallout 1 and 2, you earned bad karma. In Fallout 3 and did we lose Waddle Dee?
No, it literally said the video call has ended. Like when you earn bad karma, video calls ended.
Right. When you Yeah. In Fallout 1 and 2, when you got bad karma, you earned it. In these new Fallout games, they're like, "Oh, you blew up a town with a nuclear bomb for no reason. That's mean." And it's like, I mean, I guess that's pretty evil, but it's also just kind of random. Like, why would you
When
even
you
do
took a piece of scrap metal, you earned the same amount of evil karma as you would for killing a person.
I think what's funnier than that is that like killing a single fiend earns more good karma than saving people's lives and doing like doctor stuff. It's very funny. Also, I like the doing the Caesar's Legion route in this game while maintaining high karma. Especially because a lot of the town outcomes are like, well, you fixed all their problems and everybody was happy, and then Caesar's Legion took over and murdered or enslaved everyone. So yeah, I do think it's ironic that one of the only decent endings for the followers of the apocalypse is if you side with Caesar's Legion, because Caesar himself used to be a follower of the apocalypse. So when he takes over, he's like, "You guys just get on out of here, you crazy kids." East, because they're starting from all these guys are starting from California.
West, the best direction.
Right, West. The followers of the apocalypse specifically come from the ruins of Los Angeles, which they were all wiped out at the end of the first Fallout, but then I guess they got better. I don't know.
Maybe there, like one or two people survived and kind of restarted the movement, kind of thing.
I guess
Because that also usually tends to happen.
Well, it's also funny that the NPC leader of the followers in the first Fallout is weirdly almost identical to the lady who at the old Mormon fort in this game.
Behold the best goatee in all of the game.
Holy hell.
Though this guy doesn't have a goatee.
Diane's going nuts trying to find a new contact in the Fiends now that Motor Runner's dead.
Oh, would you call that a full beard? Because that ain't a full beard.
Well, but it wasn't a goatee. Diane, wake up and give us drugs. And get a better hair texture.
Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working.
And get actual clothing.
But if it'll stop his patrol,
No, that's just the way the cons roll.
I'm all for it. I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof?
I have hearsay and conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence. That's kind of... It wasn't Motor Runner friends with these guys? Isn't it kind of mean of you to wave his chainsaw around in their faces? Oh, okay. So you got all the... Have you got all the upgrades yet?
Yes. Ironically, I was there when Kaze got the first mod in I missed the other 2 mods. So
Well, what's your favorite weapon in the game so far, Kaze? Which one do you think is coolest? Not necessarily which one is best. The Euclid Sea Finder. Right. What about you, Waddle Dee?
Personally, I think
I'm always a sniper fan, so I usually get a modified anti-material rifle.
I'll spare you the history.
Yeah, good stuff.
Things have been rough
And
for
if
a
I
while.
can't get that, then I go for the laser axe.
The proton axe?
Yeah. Or no, the inverse proton axe, because that one ignores DR a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite ranged weapon is probably a tie between that gun and this machine.
I can't wait for Kaze to do Old World Blues.
Yes. I would say, fortunately, most of the dialogue in Old World Blues is like front-loaded, but it really should be enjoyed without people talking over it.
Oh yeah. If only you could gain charisma with a simple drink.
You know, normally beer is supposed to make other people seem more attractive. Oh, wake up! I'm wearing your friend's head.
Damn it, someone offed Motor Runner.
Someone offed Motor Runner. Who could it have been?
You've got a point.
Saved by the scotch.
I love that you get karma for this. Oh, because you. Oh, right. Never mind. I was thinking.
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit.
Have you taught them how to make new chems?
You have to talk to what's his name for that first, because he makes the chems, she sells the chems.
Right. Yeah, you want to talk to Jack. If you have a high enough science skill, you can teach him how to make handy chems.
Huh? Look, kitty cat, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics
Eh,
stuff.
savvy.
Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Dude, what a total haul. Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
You don't. So if you convince Jack, if you convince one of them, you convince both of them, so you don't have to worry about convincing Diane anymore. Jerry the Punk. I just said his name. Jerry the Punk. What does he have for sale? Well, hang on. Can you go back out for a second? How do you teach him to make chems?
You have to be liked by the Khans. Right now, Kaze is just neutral, I think.
Like, you know, there's I never really used Rex as a companion, honestly.
I never used a companion, period.
Well, I'm just used to playing in hardcore, and in hardcore the companions stay dead if they die. So you have to be a lot more careful with them, and I mean, Edie is just better than Rex.
Well, partially. Yeah.
Edie can get a whole bunch of upgrades once you install Longest Road.
I thought it was Lonesome Road.
Lonesome Road.
I mean, you're not wrong, because it is basically what Giants dreams. Yeah, you can sleep in the trailer park.
No, my nightmares are usually more like getting hunted and killed by the xenomorphs from Alien. Well, when you have in the good movies, you rarely get a good look at them. Yeah, he should be hanging out up there.
Should, could, would, may.
Well, he doesn't do anything. None of these losers do anything else with their day.
Well, I mean, Jack makes chemicals.
That's true. But yeah, the cons are such losers.
They really are.
I can't tell you how many times they killed these losers in the first game. That is Fallout 1. Bad texture.
Holy hell. Is that a night kid?
Well done.
The D3, D9 file, it took a bit. But I was laughing when it was like, no. Because that's what I had to do for Fallout 3. Oh, hey.
You're becoming quite the political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased.
This guy looks like he started to get Joker makeup, but gave up halfway.
What do you want to know? Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea...
I guess you're not gonna tell him.
Are you sure that you got the evidence?
So, in other words, you need to go outside again and see if he follows you outside.
Morning.
Huh. Maybe you just talked to Papa Khan?
You're the one making a name for yourself among...
Dr. Kyle!
Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor. Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans. Enough! How dare you compare Caesar's finest to this tribe of savages? The mightiest great Khan is
Carl,
scarcely a match for a legion recruit.
not one of the
Oh,
smoother
Burned man
of
would lead their mightiest, shitting himself in
Caesar's
terror.
people.
That is...
Wolpes
You
is just
motherless
shaking his
bastard.
head.
You'll
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill
If
him.
he disappears before your very eyes.
What do you want?
Nope.
Yeah, just
You
go
gotta
talk to
you
Papa
gotta
Khan.
talk to the big Papa Khan, who ironically is nowhere to be found.
Well, he was in here
Papa
before.
says cut off the head and the snake will die. I guess the chairman's days are numbered.
More of my advisors are starting to talk openly of breaking our alliance.
Wait, what happened now? Okay, try going outside. You have to turn in the journal? Did you remember to get the journal?
Yeah. You
Okay,
might need to get a document from inside Caesar's tent at Fortification Hill. Yeah, so just go into Caesar's, just pop into Caesar's tent, grab it, come back. And you don't even have to talk to the guy. I have to say, for an evil, bloodthirsty tyrant, Caesar is really laid back.
up until the moment he feels threatened.
By order of Caesar.
Well, I mean, he theoretically forces you to disarm, but like.
Three, 2, 1. Fort Drawbridge! Uh-oh. I love how it stops spitting just to like make you go.
Hey.
God, don't.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain inside.
How many saves can you do?
Hey, big man. Take easy. We're just here to rifle through your papers. No, they don't care.
They don't care about you taking them.
No, they don't. Like I said, Caesar's a... Yeah, the baby boomers. There's even, like, 300 years after nuclear Armageddon, the baby boomers are still the most important voting bloc in America.
Unfortunately.
Is that so? You are good, aren't you? If the boomers will toe the line, I can focus on other preparations. But not without first rewarding your initiative. Now, moving on. I want you to forge an alliance between Caesar's Legion and the White Glove Society. They used to be cannibals. I expect that information can be used to manipulate them. Go to...
Ah, my brain! My
Wait,
brain
what?
is getting too big for my
Never
head!
this bad before. Fuck this.
Fuck this, I'm going to lie down.
Come back later. Tomorrow.
The camp's
Now keep looking through the tent, there might be other stuff to steal.
crowded.
Did you finish looking around in the tent?
Yeah.
But you didn't look around. You realize they didn't actually have anywhere to lie down?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm in excellent health. Have you been successful?
Dude, I stepped out of the tent for literally a second.
You've been resourceful in the past. Why are you a failure now? You'd best step up your performance with this next assignment. I want you to destroy the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's not a full-strength chapter, mind you. Huh? Yeah. I don't know. There have been a couple.
Yeah.
Don't.
Caesar's brain is too big for
Just
his
leave it alone.
skull.
I'm fine. Now, what was I saying? Right.
Caesar, do you smell burning
Look at the
toast?
bunker around Hidden Valley. My scouts saw some things.
Nah, he's
I'm
just
going
got a
to bed.
brain tumor. He keeps forgetting that he doesn't have a bed. Just anything, you know, juicy, like Caesar's personal diary.
You won over the boomers and didn't kill them. Or not the boomers, you
You hit the point of no return with NCR. They'll also send ranger squads to assassinate you every so
all
often.
because you walk back in. You can avoid this by simply loading. I blame you.
I'm looking forward to getting sent across the river.
If you talk to him again. Welcome to the stream, Unique. Ooh.
Yeah, basically, old Caesar will die of his tumor unless somebody cuts it out of him, which there's a couple of different ways to resolve it. So yeah. No, they took your chems.
Yeah.
They don't allow drugs. They don't allow drugs in.
Literally the main reason
Caesar's
why you
Legion.
should never join Kaiser's Legion.
Well, you just have to talk. Well, you just have to talk them into letting you keep it. But I don't think you can, because you have to. The only way to get to the port is through. Yeah, is through travel. I think they like pass time or whatever.
It's literally all to delay you from getting into the chest. Don't you have 95 lockpicking?
Oh yeah, just read the locksmith's reader. We'll just max out your lockpicking, and you won't have to. Next time you level up, you won't have to worry about it anymore. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're this close already. You should get the pack rat perk. It's not going to be worth it, you know.
Especially if you keep breaking picks.
It's just going to be, I don't know. I don't remember what's in this thing, but it's nothing.
It's
special.
randomized loot.
Yeah. Yeah, the real good Legion loot is when you make them like you enough to give you a key to the Legion safe house.
Storehouse.
Well, there you go. Also, that one guy teaches you the Praetorian lunge forward and punch a guy in the face. Yeah. You have tier 45D power helmet, which is meh. However, you did commit the horrible crime of stealing from Caesar's Legion. How will you sleep at night? Can I just say that the T-45 power armor looks terrible? Oh yeah, that'll work out real well for you. You should try it.
Ironically, it's one of the few weapons you can actually get in the fortress.
Just go punch for punch with Caesar and his entire Praetorian Guard.
Hey, hey, hey. Kaze has gone against Deathclaws with less. Are you sure you're saved? You might want to double save.
Well, there's also the autosave.
Oh, time to punch an old man. You were detected.
Caesar, I'm gonna have to take a look inside your skull real quick.
You paid for that.
Oh, snap!
Get him! Get him! Oh! You did cripple his head, though. Yeah, this isn't exactly a hard fight. You just need to like be able to. If you can bring your weapons and companions in here, it's not a hard fight. But yeah, it's kind of a different story when you don't have any weapons. Well, he's like got it all equipped or whatever. You can probably do some reverse lockpick thing or whatever to get your hands on his armor, but I mean, who cares? If I recall correctly, I think Caesar's armor weirdly does not count as a disguise for Caesar's Legion. I might be wrong about that, though. Well, there was the slave ledger.
Yeah.
You sure there's no other documents?
Not unless you...
Hey, somebody just punched the ever-loving snot out of me.
And you just got found out, and they're all heading for you like...
You kept it, get up. There you go. The chair was in the way. No, did he displace her fist too? Oh, Kaze, it might help if you equip your power fist. It's like you did a sneak attack critical for 2 damage. Caesar's like, ow, I think a bug. Caesar's like, ow, I think a bug just bit me. Kill the invisible person!
Just go back to the cons already.
Sort of reminds me of one of the best gags in the in Baldur's Gate 2, where at one point you meet this gaggle of like newbie adventurers who've just started out, and you kind of send them to go do a fetch quest for you for a change. And when they come back to meet with you, you see them talking to them among themselves, and they're like, "Oh man, the whatever your like player character name is, Player Joe. I bet they've got all sorts of cool like magical items and stuff. All we have to do is just take them out. So I'll go in and like sneak attack, and then Bob, you cast magic missile." So they run up and attack you, but they're just like first level losers. So your character just immediately mauls them in a cutscene, and then it kind of sits there for a second, and it says, "Everyone waits while they load their previous save." And then they just walk. And then they just walk up. They're like, "Okay, we got the thing for you."
Alec, are you ready to return? Very well.
Wait. Wait. True to Kaiser. If you don't like them confiscating your stuff, you can just hand it to your companions to hold on to. Okay, well, if you don't like them taking your stuff, one thing that you can do, because there is a rifle, I believe, lying around somewhere in the Legion camp, and if you take it and snipe the guy who confiscates your stuff and kill him without anyone noticing, then you can just travel there and it's fine. There's a couple of other ways as well. If you when you first start working for Kaiser with Caesar, when he sends you down to go check out the bunker under the fort. Oh yeah, here you go.
My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the Alliance is a bad idea.
Congratulations, you have now appeased everybody except Papa.
Well, now they'll talk to Papa. They'll talk to Papa off screen, and then you'll be able to suggest what they should do instead of joining up with the Legion.
On Rex's head.
I'm kind of curious, like, in the long run, what ends up happening to the Legion if they win and take over Vegas.
Not many get the favor of Caesar. Even Papa hasn't been to the fort.
Well, you have to understand that most Fallout games actually don't progress much in terms of years.
Well, actually, the whole NCR, you see what they started out as in the first Fallout, and then in Fallout 2 you get to see
I'm talking about the modern one, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because the modern Fallout games suck, sadly.
For a second I thought you were getting attacked. Hey, look, it's Regis.
A robot dog. Never seen one of those before.
You've never seen a robot dog before? They're all over the place. Doesn't he just walk in?
He wakes up at like 11 or 10.
Well, it is.
Devils might be new to the Mojave, but they're butchers like all the rest.
Holy hell.
Black armored devils. 'Cause, like, I mean, they have, like, the Mojave, but they're butchers like all the rest. Holy hell. Black armored devils. Black armored devils. 'Cause, like, I mean, they have, like, the Mojave, but they're butchers like all the rest. Holy hell. Black armored devils. Black armored devils. Yeah, Kaze, you have been muted. The rest of us, not so much.
It's on again. That's an hour of me literally saying nothing.
The rest of us were there to. The rest of us were there to pull out the slack.
Oh god, that's too funny.
That's gonna be a great stream. You're just gonna feel like the first half.
Sure, he's saving the damn the fucking. You know what? You know what? That's fine. If you guys are curious of what my job's done.
Full-scale war soon.
Okay, hold on. So, what are we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about the modern Fallout games not really showing a future because they're all happening near the same timeline.
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all. I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans. It makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Oh. Ooh, both are 75.
Yeah, because basically, if you have enough speech, you can skip a fetch quest.
Sweet.
If you don't have enough speech, then you have to ask where to find such inspiration.
Alright, I'll just tell him he's good.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move,
yes,
we'll
man.
depart. We will make ourselves
Oh
stronger
boy,
together.
you convinced
We
the great
shall
Khans to
conquer.
leave! That's great! And I'm not just saying that because I'm programmed to do so!
Wasn't there a way to get them to
the-
fight with you?
I have the strongest feeling that I just want to start talking without actually, you know, having air go through my mouth. So it literally looks like...
No, there's no way for the great Khans to get involved in the final battle that ends well for them.
Oh yeah, that
If you
ends
should
well
ever
for them.
tire
Yeah,
of
but
wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have
Basically,
an
they
idea of a great
they
Khan
either
person.
fight for the Legion or they don't show up at the final battle at all.
It's good to have you here.
congratulations, you can now teach people about drugs.
Morning.
But they'll never side with the NCR based on what happened at Bitter Springs.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, but I thought there was a way to get them to follow your neutral.
My neutralness.
Yeah.
No, because there's only two sides to the battle. There's the NCR and Caesar's Legion.
And
Hey.
your own.
Welcome to Red Rock.
Yeah,
Camp.
the wild card.
Since you've done so much for
Yeah, the
great,
wild card
you find it in the basement of the burned out
is a
building.
little different. Like the whole reason why Vegas has a chance at independence.
Or they sleep late.
Good to see you again.
The whole reason why Vegas has a shot at independence is because
Hey,
they
look
can
who it
pit
is.
the NCR and the Legion against each other.
Oh,
Have you already killed Mr. House?
I didn't kill him. I disconnected him.
Which
Yeah,
kills.
he's dead. So, but yeah, Mr. House talks about the sort of political situation, or however
Is
you
there
want
a
to put it,
sub-quest you
of
need to do?
Vegas. Say what?
I was curious if there was a subquest you need to do for. Also, by the way, Jack is the only character in Fallout New Vegas that has two different characters.
Two different characters.
There is a Jack for the Great Khans and a Jack for the Boomers.
Oh. You mean like it's the same dude?
No, it's that they reused the name.
Oh, gotcha. Jack Slate.
another.
See you in hell, Jack Slate!
You need to start the quest Abba Dabba Honeymoon.
Oh.
I've been hearing a lot of good things.
And once you start the quest for Abba Dabba Honeymoon, which requires you to go to Cottonwood Cove to deliver some drugs to Anders, eventually you can teach Jack new things and learn the con trick.
Con trick is good stuff.
If you like to fight with melee. Unfortunately, it doesn't work on some enemies, specifically most of the DLC enemies.
You. And then now they must kill you. Well, maybe not kill you, but shake their heads at you.
Who saw me?
Somebody outside. Look, did you not see the speech option when you were talking to Papa Khan that this place is haunted by ghosts?
Where's she going?
I don't think these guys are probably all non-combatants, so they were just running away instead of trying to fight you.
He's mad.
Come on.
He is.
I'll be back.
Reload.
Yeah, you probably have to reload.
Because Lily's gonna kill them all in the process.
Yeah, I will kill them all.
I will find him!
I'll get you, Gadget, next time.
Hey, welcome to
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Mutton chops who never cease to be weird.
Ah, the Great Khan Armory. Now we're talking.
The Great Connery?
The Great Connery!
The Great Khan Armory is a very valuable merchant because they sell... Some of the stuff they sell is very hard to come by elsewhere in the game. In particular, I think they're pretty much one of the only reliable sources of 12.7 millimeter ammo.
That you don't make yourself.
Oh, neat.
Well, yeah, but to make 12.7 millimeter ammo, you have to get the cases from somewhere is the thing.
Yep.
So.
Hey, Yak.
Yak and Dion. So I'll stay until ManwithaMission leaves, and then I'm gonna go cook.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. There's books over here I want to steal.
Just wait until nighttime when everyone's asleep.
I can do it now.
I'm gonna laugh here. Yeah, so literally Jack just saw you by accident.
Yeah, they saw me because I wasn't crouching.
And it was the last thing he ever saw.
When I beat his eyes out of his skull. Alright, so should I go to the Northern Passage? Is that a DLC?
Yes.
That's a DLC. Canyon Wreckage?
And
yes.
And the thing is that so with the exception of Lonesome Road, all the other DLC, once you start it, you pretty much have to finish it before you can come back.
Exactly, so you have to stay in there and finish it.
The Lonesome Road, you can just come back whenever you want. So I actually like to head to the Canyon Wreckage as soon as I get there, and basically sort of take a couple of mini visits before actually setting out to properly clear out the DLC, just to get sweet loot. Ooh.
The gecko sparks.
And you're like, I'm helping too!
I gotta grease the wheels somehow.
Right. What Shri said.
A low-level run to get nail guns and red glory. Holy shit.
Shri's mixing up the name of the weapon, but that's fine.
Yeah, because I know, Red Glory or something is supposed to be like a really good, like, rocket launcher.
The red glare.
The red glare.
Yeah, because it comes from the rocket's red glare in the national anthem.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know that.
Well, then now you know. So how come you're heading for the Brotherhood's safe house? Or sorry, not safe house.
This is a safe house.
Bunker.
It's a place to go to. I'm trying to figure out what other quests
You
I can do.
Well, you can't really go into the abandoned safe house without starting the DLC.
No, I'm not going to that. That one's over here. What was it? Yeah, abandoned BOS bunker.
Yeah, no, this is the safe house.
Yeah, that's the one that you're heading.
I'm going to the
Oh,
safe
never
house.
mind.
Yeah, I'm going to safe house.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Mixed up.
It happens.
Well, I mean, there is 4 different safe houses. And like 18 bunkers in Fallout 3.
Aren't there more than 4 safe houses? Because there's NCR safe house, Legion safe house, Followers safe house, Brotherhood of Steel safe house.
The Brotherhood of safe house.
Oh.
Is that it?
I think
Maybe
so.
that is it. Okay. Yeah, 4.
It seems like there'd be more though, right?
Well, the other factions give you various perks, but
honestly,
not
the
in
best
that
perk
form.
hands down is Boomer.
Boone is the funniest one. Who is what? Oh my god!
You're a random Deathclaw.
My frag mines will harm you.
Sorry, Lily. She's gonna get frenzied real hard. Okay.
Wow, I'm amazed Lily's still
Kicking?
Yeah, still up.
Well, they're young Deathclaws, they're not in the strong ones.
Ah! Shit!
Just chainsaw it. It's not even
What?
looking at you.
Why is it still going?
That's not right.
Laser guided chainsaw.
What the heck just happened?
Oh my god.
I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna blow up. Cut!
I don't even know how you did it.
Bot time, motherfucker!
Yeah,
We
I agree
broke
with
the game.
I agree with that, Fox. The unarmed fighting in this game is pretty sweet. And they give you there's a pretty good arsenal. There's a pretty good arsenal of unarmed weapons to play with.
Just random lasers from the sky.
Ghost lasers in the sky.
Are you sure it's just because Kaze isn't drunk enough?
No, maybe it's time for some alcohol.
Go home, Fallout New Vegas. You're drunk.
At least you can tell where you're looking.
I can tell what is ground and what may not be. What I'm more afraid of is that when he gets an actual fucking charge from the fucking sun, it's gonna fucking...
Caution! Caution! Danger! The game is glitching out!
Oh, she bopped him.
Grandma Bob.
Good job, Lily.
How come Deathclaws only have one hand?
Because the other hand's grossly mutated into pulp.
It's stuck in a very, very precarious position that Deathclaws don't really want to talk
I'm
about.
honestly curious if that will explode.
It probably will the moment I get another fucking charge from the sun.
I kind of want to say save and wait.
You know, I gotta say, I am looking forward to seeing Kaze see all. No, I was gonna say I was looking forward to seeing your first reaction to all of the DLC because, in my humble opinion, the Fallout New Vegas DLC is
Amazing.
really good stuff, with the exception of Honest Hearts. People rag on Dead Money, but I like it. You just
The only thing that ruined Dead Money was some of the radio locations.
well, it's just different. I think it's basically survival horror. But if you kind of understand what you're getting into before you start it, it's not so bad. Basically, like with Dead Money,
You guys can keep going. I'll be muted.
Okay. Make sure you get it right this time. So, yeah, you were saying?
well, I was gonna explain to Kaze about how Dead Money starts out. So,
Honestly, if it wasn't for some of the really awkward radio locations, it wouldn't be as bad as it was, but...
You don't like survival horror? How can you not like survival horror? Survival horror is undergoing a renaissance right now.
What I don't like is instant death in an RPG game.
I mean, I would say that if you don't like sudden death, there's stuff in Lonesome Road that is much more instant death than those radios.
Yeah, but it was annoying, especially at the start when you didn't understand what was going on.
Well, that's why you have to pay attention.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that
There's
I wasn't
a laser in the house.
Maybe it would be safe to wait inside to say.
I would classify Dead Money as survival horror. Yes, that Fox. I think someone at Oblivion / Troika has wanted to do a survival horror game for a while, because even the first section of Knights of the Old Republic 2 is basically a weird sort of half-baked survival horror thing.
Hey, it's a butter knife made of metal.
But for now, they seem to have been like pigeonholed or whatever as a like RPG maker company, RPG making company. So
You've given them an idea. Congratulations. Now will be Fallout: The Return of New Vegas. Made in RPG Maker.
Vegas. What?
It'll be made in RPG Maker.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
There's apparently landmines on the floor. My original nemesis.
Gotta take a light step.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care. I'll fucking
3, 2.
Oh, there's one. Hello? Good job, Rex.
Rex with all the subtlety.
Did you just chainsaw Rex's head off?
Yes.
Maybe a little
Good
bit.
work.
This is the other reason I don't like, God, that's gotta be annoying, though.
Oh, what's annoying?
The constant laser in your face.
Look, I constantly deal with lasers on a daily basis. Hey,
Yeah, I would say that Old World Blues has got to be like some of the best, certainly some of the best writing ever in a video game.
Oh, definitely. It was my favorite DLC. Hands down.
Yeah, I just say it's one of the best sort of like...
I still can't believe they got the dude who did Dr. Venture to play Dr. Zero.
With a big slash through it.
Hey, bottle cap.
Well, all of them are amazing. I mean, because like they friggin' Cam Clark play Dr. Morbius.
One sec, I have one thing to say about caps. I am amazed there has never been a bottle cap gun, just so you can say, I'm about to pop a cap, you know, you ass.
How? Okay.
What, you don't get it?
No, of course I get it.
I mean, literally, these people talk about. Oh my god.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Waddle Dee, you can't use bottle cap. There is the bottle cap mine.
Yeah, but that's the only thing. But, I mean, it is a little jagged piece of metal that you find often beaten to crap.
There is you can make the coin shot for the shotguns.
Where?
It's a recipe. I don't know if you have to have the hand loader perk for it, but you basically make shotgun shells and you put Legion coins in it. And I believe there's an achievement for killing Caesar with a shotgun round made from his own coins. And I think the achievement is called Render unto Caesar. Little
that sounds
another
good.
It's a little Bible in joke there.
I wonder if I've gotten that achievement before. I know
there's a lot of pretty good achievements with Caesar. There's another one. There's a 300 reference. If you cripple his head with a throwing spear, even a God King can bleed.
I'm gonna do that. Are they gonna let me just do it and then fucking reload?
I also like yeah, the Gunrunner's Arsenal has a lot of good challenges. There's one, what's it called for killing ghouls with religious weapons?
I remember that.
Yeah. Basically, it's basically there's a bunch of like Castlevania references.
Gunrunner's Arsenal is what a small-paced DLC should be. Not like those stupid Creation Club junk DLCs.
Check them out.
You're almost to the safe house again.
No, I'm not. I went around it.
Basically, that tunnel is a alternate way to get into Nellis Air Force Base.
Yeah.
But you have to get your lockpick up to 100 to do it, and also to get past those death claws. So.
Death.
I don't know that I don't remember if I've ever bothered with it because it's like
easy to just run up to the place like I did.
Yeah, I mean, I usually get blown up 1 or 2 times, but
yeah, I think I stealth boyed way through that first one.
If you have like 90 stealth, you can just sneak up if you're good. Oh, hey, look, disarming personality. That's not what Kaze has.
My bombs. What?
It just
almost ran on that one.
You could say it was an explosive surprise waiting inside.
Yeah, that's not gonna entertain that one there. Yeah, no, you perverts can do other things. All right, so there has to be a thing around here, right? Okay, so it's got to be up this way. Right? But I couldn't go up this way. I couldn't even Bethesda up there because I'll probably run out of memory or some shit.
No, Fallout in New Vegas doesn't let you go as the crow flies. They put up invisible barriers
everywhere.
Lot. Yeah. It's pretty obvious somebody at Oblivion thought that stuff was.
You mean Obsidian?
Obsidian.
Same diff.
Yeah.
No, I mean
They don't exist. They don't exist anymore anyway.
yes, they do. They made
They're in the
the Outer Worlds.
Nah,
They're not
I'm
on
pretty,
Earth.
Nah, they're gone. I'm pretty sure they died at the same time as your father, even though your father was supposedly a navigator on a spice freighter.
Oh yeah, wasn't that like the plot of fucking Dune or some shit?
No, I'm just making a reference to Star Wars when they talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fear.
Right.
I don't want your cans.
I do.
Can.
If you don't want those tin cans, if you don't want those tin cans, toss them to one of my save games because tin cans are awesome. You can make tin can grenades out of them.
Tin can grenades.
Or well, you use tin cans. I'm trying to. No, you make use them for a Sierra Madre whiskey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or is it whiskey?
It's something.
I think it's it's Sierra Madre Margarita.
No, that's not it either. Whatever. The Sierra Madre drink, which is basically buff out, but twice as good and twice as addictive.
Oh yeah, and it has doesn't it have residue in it? Cloud residue?
Yeah, you have to have cloud residue to make it.
So you can only make a limited amount anyways.
No, you can get an infinite amount of cloud residue because Father Elijah's chemistry set in the bunker makes a new set of cloud residue every day. So there is an infinite supply of it. You just have to, wait. But I mean, you can gather up enough of it in dead money that you shouldn't really have a problem running out.
Unless you didn't scrape any off the walls.
Well, that's whose fault is that?
The person who didn't scrape enough off the walls.
Exactly.
I made books out of the books.
If you actually know why you got that perk,
it's because you can turn those into magazines.
I don't think you can turn the pre-war books into magazines.
No, but the burnt books.
It's the burnt, destroyed books turned into blank magazines, and then you turn those into magazines.
Or books.
And I turn them into books. What?
Yeah, I was about to say, the books have a use, but not for... You need the...
recipes from Old World Blues.
Old World Blues, yeah.
Why would there be a skill that I had to have paid DLC for?
Well, you couldn't get the skill unless you had the paid DLC.
No, the thing is, it's basically an awkward interaction between two DLC, because the skill magazines, I don't think they come from Old World Blues, and then Old World Blues added a new use for pre-war books.
There's another way to get blank magazines. So
it's just kind of an awkward thingy. There's actually mods that sort of sort it out and make everything okay with that.
Kill them all and let God sort them out.
Yep.
Yeah, no. What's the T-51 power armor, dude?
T-51 is real power armor. It is actually it's the original power armor that they created in the original Fallout way back when. The T-45 is the totally lame power armor that Bethesda made up for their lame games.
Should I repair it?
Well, just whatever you decide to do with the T-51B, don't accidentally get rid of it, because T-51B suits are way harder to come by than T-45D.
Gotcha.
It's not unique, but it is relatively very rare.
But doesn't it have like a 0.5% drop chance in high tier chests?
I don't know, possibly. But it's got higher damage threshold, and also it doesn't have the agility penalty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's have a look.
And
oh my god.
Right.
Also,
this
you look like you're actually wearing armor now. Not that the armor's wearing you.
Oh, baby.
Shit. Alright,
Alright, I'm gonna go cook.
Yeah, it's roughly about 6. I'm pretty sure you gotta go too, don't you, man, with a mission?
Very soon, and I would also like to go get some food.
Have an amazing evening, everyone. I'll probably tune into the stream after I eat, but I don't think I'll rejoin.
Oh, okay. Then I'll cut the call so that way it won't continue without y'all.
Take easy, Waddle Dee.
You too, everyone.
Everyone.
Okay, let's have a look real quick. Have a good night, y'all. Take care, man, with a mission.
You too.
Okay. Now that all that's taken care of, let's just make sure. Is this thing working? It's working. Great. Great. That was fucking embarrassing. Literally did some of the quests that's not actually doing them. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a bunch of fucking weapons.
Grandpa's got a present for you.
Let's see. So we take the minigun, the Tesla cannon. I'm curious about this Tesla cannon. Oh, the missile launcher is about to be broken. Oh, I gotta fix this Tesla cannon.
Grandpa's got a present for you.
Yeah, just give me all this. Can I repair this thing? No, I can't. Missile launcher, I can. With the fat man? Wow, yeah, that's not good. Okay, missile launcher is pretty damn good right now.
Grandpa's got a present for you.
I bet Grandma's got a present for me. I need to talk to Rex. Hey, Rex. Oh, I got a bunch of mine. And I can drink to make myself better. Sweet. This is a nice safe house, I have to say. It's got a bunch of shit here. I wonder if I can make missiles. Cherry bomb, conductor, primer, rocket ammo. Alright, I need cherry bombs. How do I make cherry bombs? Oh, I don't know how. Cool. Alright. Collection charge pack to missile to rocket. Uses missiles. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I made him in a box by accident. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. Okay. Alright, I'm really uncertain what to do at this moment. Because I feel like all we have left is just a bunch of fucking, like, stuff. I think my dog is full. I'll probably have to go to the gun runners and drop off a bunch of shit. So yeah, let's go there. Real. I like the fact that it really is real power armor. It's not stuff you can just kind of fuck around with. Well, let's see what they've got first. Let's see what's in.
Hello, potential customer.
Nope. We're gonna do this first. I like being stupid.
Grandma's got a present for you.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Let's see. Apparel, ammo, miscellaneous. Alright, weapons. Here we're talking about. Two-step goodbye. That sounds pretty cool. A Ripper. I would, but it's too loud for stream. It'll be bad. Power Fist Gunrunners Edition. Medicine Stick. Gehenna? What the hell is that? And I can't afford it. Effects minus 5 HP per second. You know, I'll buy it and I'll sell everything else. No, I'm gonna exit the transaction because I have barter that I can probably throw on real quick. Speech, luck. Strength +1, charisma +1. Okay. I have a barter. I think it's meeting people.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Okay, that should give me a little bit extra. A Gehenna is up here, isn't it? It's in the G's. Yeah, I'll take that. Take this. This. Yeah. Yeah. I'll hold on to the fat man, because I know, what was his name? Because I know Gunblade Man really likes the fat man. Hold on, a light machine gun as well. sledge is nice, but we have the O baby, and I can just repair that. Tesla cannon looks cool, but it isn't really going to do us any favors for this. Again, this is more a melee build. I need to sell 4. Okay, I still owe him a shit ton of caps, but not as much as I originally had. What am I even using ammo for? Let's see, I need flame ammo, the grenade ammo. 5.56mm. Okay. Plasma grenades. Those. Frag mines. Don't need them. I tend to hurt myself more. Okay. There's the human flesh. High-grade explosives. Wow, I got some good stuff here. So the armor piercing and the hollow points. Charge pack bulk. It doesn't. It's not worth anything. Mini nukes. Well, I guess I'll hold on to those. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good here. Alright. Still over encumbered.
Grandma's got a present for you!
Alright, I want that back. I want that back. Okay, let's repair some shit, right? Repairs at 93. Okay. So that means my weapons, oh baby, should be repaired by the sledge. So that's fixed. Fat Man is not repairable. There's that. Chainsaw can be repaired by a shovel, oh baby. Flame incinerator. Liberator. Oh, nope, no. Not dealing with that. Okay. Good. Alright, let's give the dog stuff he can actually hold on to. Let's see. I'll just throw that away. Actually, I could just sell that one. Okay. And he's good there. I'll probably give him the light machine gun for the time being. And now Lily is gonna hold on to.
Grandma's got a present for you.
Yeah, she does. Batman. The O Baby. And alright.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Alright. Power armor again. Alright. Now I got plenty of space, plenty of things to do. Now I want to see how this goes. It's a fucking flaming sword. I love everything that I see. What mods are there for this beautiful thing I see here?
Welcome, sir or...
Alright, what do you got? It would be in miscellaneous, I think, yeah. Some material... Alloy frame. I already have that. I already have that. Grenade rifle long barrel. Plasma caster. Power fist chromed tubes. Ripper HD chain. He doesn't have anything. Alright. So, what quest do we have to do? Side bets. Okay, Green Khans are gonna leave. Okay. Find the Legion Dropbox. There. Will no longer accept your help. That just begs the question that I need to talk to Boone, because if I go any further in the story, he might get pissed off because I'm not going to do his stuff. Okay. So where are we going? That's a real question. Guess we go to the Sunset Sarsaparilla area. Samson Rock Crushing Plant. We can check that one out. Did that so I could repair all of this stuff. Yeah. Alright, how about the apparel? How about my motor reversal? Yep. Repair these. that's fire ants. I guess my fire weapon would work. Rex just no-sold that. Hell's over here. Not really much to say, just keep your wits about you, I guess, you know?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. I guess I could try to improve the caravan deck that I have. Maybe. But then again, we do have some DLC we can go through, which is pretty nice. Get nuts.
switchblade. That's 151. The switchblade is nothing. And knife is also nothing. So combat knife is actually a little bit better. Okay. So I'll repair this with the weakest one. And then Pain Spike. Badlands, Blaster Master. Okay. And those are stuff I can sell. I did a lot of shit there. I better save, actually, now that I think about it. Or on a separate time when I'm not on stream, I'm gonna look and see what other areas are remaining so that we can try to get the most we can out of this playthrough. Because I think we're pretty much good to go, and normally the game would end. Your level progression stops at 30. So being like level 25, 26 that we are now, pretty much means that we are almost there. That's not too bad. Not too bad. sighted. Not a popular belief, but, you know, we do what we can. Physics. That's a death blow. Oh, damn it! Damn it, I was right there. How far away is that? Yeah, it's just here. So there's death claws over there. Oh, I never discovered... Well, we didn't find anything in that place anyway, so we'll just kind of hop in, hop out. Then we'll go and meet some death claws. Apparently there's a house in the distance. There's death claws right next to it. Wait, you serious? Did that garden gnome? No. One of my compatriots must have run into it and then it bashed me in the back and I got gnomed. That's weird. That's good. Let's just cut to the chase. Stop trying to Mario me, you asshole. I'm just gonna sit here. They came out of that cave.
So surely there's only one place we need to go now. No, it's just dark. It's supposed to look like a cave, but it's not. Okay. That person's dead, but they're still dancing like they have a body. Like they got a body. I love my chainsaw. It gets me through a lot. Oh, there's a death claw. Steady. Clear. Let's use some longer. Apparently, I have one. Don't fuck with Lily. I think I'm really close to leveling. Nice. Alright. That should be close to it. They're just young like death claws.
That was a bad one, wasn't it, Liam?
Have I ever been here before? Alright, well, it's time to find out. Vault 19. Alright. Let's see what's in Vault 19.
hell are you? I know you weren't one of the inmates. That coward Lim has been talking about surrendering to the NCR. Now the men are confused, not sure who's leading this gang. Fucking idiots. He was an inmate like the rest of us. He was useful during the jailbreak, but now, he's just another coward. He wants us to leave the vault and hand our asses to the NCR, as if they treat us like human beings. A beautiful thing. Saved a little blast powder here, hit a makeshift weapon there, and one day, I orchestrated a little symphony for the NCR.
Nice.
Heard there was an abandoned vault along this mountain ridge, and that the wildlife here had teeth big enough to keep the NCR away. It's a fucking death trap around here. Fiends swarm all over Vault 3 in the east, and there are fucking death claws south of that at Quarry Junction. If you're looking for humans, the Khans are north of us, and there's an NCR base at McCarran, past Vault 3. Supposedly, there are muties to the southeast. Like raiders, but worse. These guys are messed up on every damn chem there is. You can spot them by the horned skull. The NCR has been mining there for a while, but now it's full of death claws. I've heard the muties there are different, completely insane. And supposedly, they use some kind of invisibility technology. It's the main base for the NCR, and a breeding ground for oppression in the name of patriotic bullshit. Do humanity a favor and blow it up. Their republic is a joke. They're a bunch of tyrants led by an even greater tyrant, that idiot Kimball. They think they have the right to annex every inch of dirt in the West, and force their system on every man, woman, and child. He was an inmate like the rest of us. He had his uses.
This reminds me of when I was a girl. Right over there would have been where your grandpa and I had our first kid.
No, Lily, never change. Not saying that she couldn't have had, you know, love at one point. Just... Oh no, they're not. But listen. Okay. Male, age 31, 168, 7865, also misinterprets other actions as hostile. He perceives friendly interactions with nurses as patronizing. You've also noticed that the longer other patients remain in contact with this one, are more readily to act aggressively towards him due to his defensive nature, thus reinforcing his perceived hostility. Male, age 34, patient brought in by the police. This is the 9th occurrence of such, and we are now seeking standard residence for the patient at the facility. Female, age 24. Patient came in seeking treatment for panic attacks. Patient claims that often experience moments of extreme terror out of nowhere, and that they often wake from their sleep. Male, age 22. Patient came to us claiming to be insane. Patient claimed that he would often get the feeling of being outside himself. This feeling was nonsense, that it would cause the patient to be off balance during episodes. Navigation through the clinic has often difficult for him to achieve without causing accidents. Patient brought in by the police. Patient claims to be hearing voices taunting him. Patient claimed that he, at one point, believed that these voices were coming from his grandfather's radio. Patient now believes the voices are coming from within himself, and that he's eager to help.
Didn't know they still had robo-dogs around. Never gets old when something blows up. Holy fuck. Never seen a mutant like that before.
I bet you haven't.
Best didn't know they still had robo-dogs around.
Why are you even talking to me?
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Fucking geckos.
Cook is gonna get us all killed.
You eyeballing me?
Never gets old when something blows up.
Blue stars.
You're not one of us. What do you want? Fucking Cook has us trapped here. After we escaped from an NCR prison, he dragged us around the wasteland until we ended up in this shithole. A group of us want to leave. Go back to the NCR and surrender. But Cook won't let us. I made my living sneaking into NCR camps looking for shit to steal. I got sloppy, and then I got caught. Made it out during Cook's big prison break, like the rest of the guys here. Samuel Cook. It was his idea to organize a jailbreak, but now he's just an over-ambitious prick who's gonna get us all killed. I can be pretty sneaky when I need to be, and the prison guards were a joke. So, when Cook told me his plan, I spread the info to anyone that might be useful. Alright. Cook is just an over-ambitious prick. Yeah. I'm a nobody. Just a survivor. Things were well enough until the NCR threw me behind bars. If you can find a way to cut off access to the sulfur in the caves below the vault, I've got some caps waiting for you. I have to watch Cook. I wouldn't put it past him to just start killing the opposition, starting with me. Cook is planning to use the sulfur to make bigger explosives. You check out the caves and see if there's anything you can do. Without access to the sulfur, he'll lose what influence he has left with the men here. Thanks. Take his keycard. I tried hacking the locking mechanisms on the doors, but it seems the only way in is with one of these. Later.
Fake medical records. Paranoia must be induced from a non-violent, non-chemical means in order for the experiment to be considered a success. A group of technicians have been assigned to run the reactor. They are currently researching methods to improve reactor efficiency. The reactor floor is fully staffed and fully self-sustained. The only access between the whole property and the reactor level is through the elevator hidden underneath this room. Currently, the password is hikes. This changes spectrum. Has not been informed of the research.
Yeah, what do you want now? You really don't know. I'm Samuel Cook. I was the brains behind the NCR-CF prison break. I was blowing up supply caravans along the 15 freeway. The NCR got wise to my ambush spots, picked me up and threw me in a cage. Their republic is a joke. Yeah, what do you want now? Some of the computers still work, but the only files are diaries and garbage. Typical vault. It's a fucking death trap around. What do you... There's some fire geckos in the lower levels of the vault. We need to get them gone so we can get to the sulfur. You go clear them out for us, and there'll be some caps for you. I have to keep an eye out on that bastard Lim. The second I turn my back, he might go crying to the NCR. So what do you say? You going to take care of those geckos? Explosives, bombs, big fucking bombs. You gonna help us or not? Great, get to it. Oh, and take this. There's some weird shit with this vault security, and some doors will only open if you have a key card. Have you wiped out those geckos yet? They've been through some rough times, but they can hold their own. I wouldn't mind taking the boys and signing up with them if it weren't for Lim.
Okay.
This vault gives me the creeps.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy. You eyeballing me?
Yeah, this vault sounds fucked up.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
They separated the vault into literally people who are on the red team and people on the blue team. Sounds fucked up. Maybe I can repair my jumps. No, we took this.
better be sleeping with one eye open. Morning.
Some of the blues cause trouble with things. Things don't seem right.
Holy fuck. Never seen a mutant like that before.
They're red too. Now my wine. Hold on a minute here. That was yours. What are the blues have to say? What are the reds pretending to be blue?
Never gets old when something blows up.
Oh, don't you worry about me, Dinky. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet.
I do have to repair my sexes. Sweet. It's white ones.
Morning.
Oh my god. Okay. An asylum. I don't remember being insane. this isn't happening. Maybe the war never happened. I'm just trapped in my head. It took some doing, but a few of us got together and managed to distract the people of the clinic long enough for me to get in and do some looking around. I found some restraints and enough sedatives to kill a horse. Seems to be using to control us, to make us forget we're just pawns in a sick game. We confronted the doctor today. She refused to give us any info. We were thrown out of it. Some of us quite literally. We tried talking to the overseer of the activism we didn't know anything about. I don't believe him. I don't trust him. I don't trust anything. Might be cabin fever. Literally coked up with beer and wine. Couldn't sleep a few nights ago, so I stayed up reading around 1:30 in the morning. Then the vent above my bed began to push out more air. It lasted for about 5 minutes and turned off. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I had trouble falling asleep again this time. Once again, around 1:30, the vents turned on for about 5 minutes and turned off. I've been getting headaches. I think someone's really serious. I went up every night this week, and night after night, an extra boost of air comes through the vents. It lasts for about 5 minutes. It turns out I spoke to one of the neighbors that he noticed the same thing from his room as well. I made a report to the maintenance officer, informed us that the system was running perfectly and that there was nothing to worry about. I don't believe him. Wasn't expecting that. Level up. You make a good point. Lockpick, we're going up to 5. Because we can do it the other way too. Lockpick, speech, also we can boost to 5. We need explosives though. I think we need a lot of explosives. I think I can speech my way up normally, so I can. So I'll keep lockpick at 5. I'll throw down speech and really boost the shit out of explosives. Keep it. Okay. Oh, okay. That's the lady killer perk. Armor, potential. Unstoppable force. Your martial might is truly legendary. Do a large amount of additional damage through enemy blocks and all melee weapons and all attacks. I'm might get Unstoppable Force, because I think that works really well with my character. My other versions. Lessons learned. The Wasteland has taught you some hard lessons. But you remember them all. You get 1% to your earned experience per level gained. Yeah, about that. Where is it? Unstoppable Force. I saw the Reds Overseer walking on our floor last night. Then run with me. Not a blue star underneath it. I think he's been marked for something, but I can't figure out what. I know it's a dog. Wasn't even locked? Oh. There's a blue star cap. Yeah, boy. Shows in my others. I think they're in my head. Sometimes I hear thoughts not of my own. I think the Reds have done something to the intercom system, rigged it somehow broadcasting our brains. What does it mean? Why was there a blue star in our bottom? Are the Reds behind us? Is this part of the mind control? It must be making me see things now. Things that shouldn't be there. The star shouldn't be there. Why do I see a star? It won't go away. No matter how long I close my eyes, it won't go away. I want the star to go away. the craziness of all. Stuck. Just picking up the stuff that I know. That stuff. Voices. We're gonna through the vents. They sound like plotting. They sound like they hate. The blues never sit with us. They treat us as we have a disease. We do. So it's sick. Oh, this goes to the red living quarters. Oh, it goes to the blue living quarters. We are connected. Right, sulfur mines. Oh, that's what they think. The pressure must have been building from the sulfur. That's what I did. I didn't go into here. diary entry 86. Others keep telling me not to worry, but I feel it's sentiments. There's something in here with us. I can always hear weird noises coming from. There was an entrance. This is how all connected this is. Tunnels. Yeah, this is all So that was a big loop. If anybody's still in chat, let me hear your guesses, because I'm gonna make the first guess unless I hear otherwise. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 guesses. That's 2. Too bad. I only did that for the XP. Also, I'm curious what will happen if I do. Yeah, I could just tell him that all the geckos are done.
Have you wiped out those geckos yet? Good. Hey, I got another job for you if you're interested. I want you to head to Red Rock Canyon north of here. Find Papa Khan and ask him if he'd allow the Powder Gangers to join up. There aren't enough of us here to make a real impact on the NCR, and the Khans probably hate the NCR more than we do. Strength in numbers, they say. So will you talk to Papa Khan on our behalf? Great.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town.
Did I have enough keys? Honestly, I think that's not a bad place to end it, because there is a few more. I'll fuck it, you know, I'll do what I can. It's not too far away. I could do that right
Hello.
You've been doing good things for us. Don't think I haven't noticed. What can I do for you? And what benefit would this alliance give us? Well now, the armory could always use more firepower. Very well. Tell the Powder Gangers we accept their offer. However, they would still have to pass the initiation rite to truly join our ranks.
Anything from Papa Khan? I'd rather not, but fair enough. We'll do it. See you around.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
I'll just wait here, wait for that door to open. Oh shit. You got fucking murdered. Well, why is that? Why did he get murdered? There's still a thing down here I can use to blow some shit up. let's get out of this spot and we'll call it. I guess, if anything, I learned, don't fuck up with basic shit I should have done at the very beginning, which is why you guys didn't hear me for the first hour, which made, commentary very weird. But that's on me. Maybe I'll add subtitles. I think that would be appropriate. That's a good spot to stop at. Alright, well, that being said, I know we did very little bit, like maybe 2-3 hours worth. Yeah, roughly 3 hours. Hopefully I could get another stream in tomorrow. If anything, I do have couple other games that I've gotten, and I got several things that I got for my birthday, which have been very interesting. I was planning on doing a birthday stream that fell through. That's on me. Trying to get everything under control, and, you know, just things evolve the way they do. Sometimes you don't always get to do what you want. But that being said, you know, I think we're pretty close to the end of this game. I don't really see any more of things happening. So I guess, if anything, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, have a good night.